Shalom, shalom. Before we get started, I'd like to pray to the east. I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakwadash. And double honors to those great millstones, one alert is true. And also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I'd like to say, shalom. Come back here today with another live camp through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of the live camp today is, It is High Time to Awake Out of Sleep. So I'd like to say shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope this helped you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So we're seeing now we're more closer than ever to a digital society. Just like the men of the Lord been saying, you know what I'm saying, for several years, starting with the apostles, the elders, you know what I'm saying, bishops, and the prophets of Great Millstone and affiliate camps on down. You know, constantly been warning you about this time that is coming upon us at a fast pace. Everyone on the planet is getting ready to make a decision. So we already know that they have done away, stopped printing the 1 cent, the penny. So, you know, a lot of people still think that that's a small thing. That's nothing to even worry about. But one thing about it, that is starting, you know what I'm saying, starting the things that they want to come to pass very quickly, you know, coming into this digital society. That's what we constantly warning you about left and right. And also we knowing about Apple, the iPhone now is saying that you can now use digital ID, you know, introducing digital ID on your phone now. So they slowly and gradually bring you into this new digital infrastructure, whereby it's going to be digital programmable, but also implantable. That's what we constantly been warning you about, left and right. You know what I'm saying? The middle of the Lord, the hour of temptation, MOTB, Jacob's trouble, and also what these war drums are constantly are beating right now. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing that with what's going on down there with Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Any given time, you know what I'm saying? The war could break out over there. It also is saying that Iran is going to send them all sorts of military support. China saying they're going to send them rumors saying that China and Russia are going to send them military support. So that's where we at right now. So a lot of our people right now are still sleeping. You know what I'm saying? While you're sleeping, these things are constantly happening right before our eyes. That's why the men of the Lord are out here standing on their watch, constantly warning you about these things that's fastly approaching. That's where we at right now. A lot of things are happening in the world, left and right. We constantly warning you, and they're happening right before our eyes. So a lot of people are beginning to see in the truth and out of the truth that, you know what I'm saying, that we're here. You know, a lady had a dream the other day. I seen on a video about GMS, the hope for Elect 3, whereby this lady had a dream about World War III, and a lot of people was getting destroyed, just like the Bible has described it. You know what I'm saying? His word would not return to him void. In the middle of the Lord, we're constantly warning you about all these pending dangers that is happening right before our eyes. That's why we constantly warning you, because when the Lord bring it, there will be no more talking. Also, we know that they're going to bring forth all these different draconian laws. So they get ready to put this tighter grip upon you. So right now, you know, they, even though they are open back up the government, you know what I'm saying, like you got a sense of normalcy, and they're constantly letting people have some of their, what you call these stamp benefit. A lot of people think that they're a good case right now. But then, you know, they're setting you up for what is getting ready to come. You know what I'm saying? We right there, man, I'm telling you, we here, it is at the door. We constantly warning you left and right. It is high time to wake out of sleep. And a lot of our people are being rebellious. A lot of our people are still being despisers of the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The one thing about you, they hate him, they rebuke us at the gate, constantly warning you about these things that happen. You know what I'm saying? But we don't really give a damn whether you were here or whether you will forbear, because these are the signs of the time. We're here. So we know, once again, Apple is introducing the digital ID, you know, for what? For passport. You know what I'm saying? For when you get ready to go through these airports, these TSAs, you know, which in fact, you know, a man shall desire to go into a city shall not be able if you don't have the right credential, digital ID, and also that RFD microchip under the skin. That's what we constantly been warning you about, left and right. It is here. You know what I'm saying? It's no more a vain divination. We are here, exactly speaking right now, loud and clear. We're here. And one thing about it is that we're seeing now that, you know, he's rolling it out like with warp speed. That's what we're constantly seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? The signs of the times are here. They're speaking loud and clear. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. It's not tearing anymore. You know what I'm saying? The manner of perdition has been revealed. We seeing right now, it happening before our eyes. The devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. Salaki. In the middle, Lord, we constantly warning you left and right. It is here. It is at the door. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're here. Shalom to, what's the brother name? I had to look it up on the deal, kind of cut up. Shalom to you, brother. But anyway, we're here. These things are getting ready to happen at a fast pace. You know what I'm saying? I got a few videos, a few news articles I'm going to bring out. I said I started putting them in the lesson because one thing about it, we already knowing all this information is at our disposal. You know what I'm saying? He said wisdom and knowledge should be increased. You know what I'm saying? In the last days, you know what I'm saying? This internet, you know what I'm saying? It's bringing out a lot of truth. The truth is being declared. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, we're at the end time right now. The Lord is revealing all things. The Lord is removing the covering cast. In the middle, Lord is standing on their watch. We'll stand on fire for Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's where we at right now. We constantly warn you about what? About war. Warning you about what? Pestilence. Once again, even though we sound like a broken record, these are the times that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? I know that train, every time I come out here, you know what I'm saying? That's the side, but that's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? He's blowing the trumpet. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about it. The men of the Lord, we're blowing the trumpet. He said, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. That's what we're constantly doing left and right, whether you were here or whether you real for battle. Because we knowing that what Israel is a rebellious house, still a sadish, you know, still despising, you know what I'm saying, still adding sin to sin. You know what I'm saying? They got a covering, but not a covering of what? Like Yahweh Shema Shai, a covering of this world, so like you for the train. Probably let it pass. We see that we're here. These things are right here at the door. So they constantly slipping little things under the radar. Like, but the men of the Lord are here to, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're not ignorant of Satan's device. Like with this penny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're getting rid of the penny, but that about it, that's going to raise the prices up. It's going to cause what? Hyperinflation goes into what's, you know what I'm saying? It'll cause the economy to disruption in the economy. So they're going to have to keep rounding it off to the next dollar. You know what I'm saying? $1.99, $2.05, or $2.10. So ain't nothing going back down. It's going to always go up. You know, we're here. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, shalom. You know what I'm saying? I can't hardly see you coming. Shalom, Sharon Michael. Shalom to your Aqua. You know, shalom to your daughter Zion. And one thing about it is, man, we're here. It is at the door. That's what we constantly want. You see, we really don't give a damn if you listen or not. It's happening right before our eyes. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to go and get this quick precept in Romans chapter 10. I talked long enough, but also we know that World War III is right at the door. So right now, while I'm doing this lesson, they already got everything set up. You know, they already have this military buildup in Venezuela. Right now, right before our eyes, you know, everything is set. You know, so it's up to whenever he want to give the order to go, and they call it something Spear. I can't think of the name of it. If someone know it on coming board, they call it Operation something other, Spear or something other like that. But anyway, we know that they are going to go into Venezuela. If they don't go into Venezuela, because it'll be the Lord. But one thing about it, we know if once they do or when they do, we know that's going to cause a domino effect throughout the world. And also keep your eyes on Israel. The least of the flock should draw them out. So we know at some point, all hell is going to break loose, and these nations are getting ready, are constantly preparing for war. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? We're in wartime. You know what I'm saying? A time of war. Times in the season. When they say peace and safety, the total destruction will come upon. And also, what our salvation is at the door, and also the great and glorious return of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. This fast approach, our Lord and Savior is getting ready to return. So now, let's start off with the title of the day lesson, because this is where we at. It's high time to wake out of sleep. We still got people hollering about Yah, Jeebus cross. We still got people talking about everyone can be saved. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? The Lord love everyone. If you're hell, you in for a rude awakening. You're a part of the problem. You're going to be totally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is only coming back for the Israelites, which in fact are the elect at this particular time. Not all of Israel will be saved at this particular time. Only the 1/3 elect, the one that was preordained from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, but we know that all Israel will be saved. But right now, the Lord's getting ready to set up the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So we want to be a part of that first dominion, that 1,000-year reign with our Lord and Savior and our great deliverer when he returned. So we already seeing that UFO sighting are constantly increasing. We seeing this talks about this 3-eye atlas pretty much every day. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the Lord, we constantly warn you about it. You know, so he saw right now, you know, he's seeing that his days are determined. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these nations are very afraid. You know, they're getting ready now and say, hey, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we already know the Lord is calling these things to happen, you know? So let's start here first. Romans chapter 13. And the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer when we believe. So right now, you know what I'm saying? We know that we're very close. Now what? These prophecies are speaking loud and clear. These things are lining up just like clockwork. And one thing about it, you got to be blind not to know that we're living in the end time, real time. And some blind people know, because the Lord putting the Spirit on them. The Lord said he will what? Pour out his Spirit upon all flesh. So people are prophesying right now. People are having visions and dreams, you know what I'm saying? Just like clockwork, or what? About the end time, about World War III, about the MOTB, about Jacob's trouble, you know what I'm saying? And also about the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? So it's high time to wake out of sleep. The time is now, you know what I'm saying? The hour is now, you know what I'm saying? It's by almost what? Midnight. It's almost time for what? Silo to return, which in fact is Yahushua or Mashiach. That's what we constantly warn you about, left and right. So let's read this again. Romans chapter 13 and verse 11 said, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer when we believe. Verse 12 said, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Said, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So the day is far spent. You know what I'm saying? We got to put on the armor of light. What is that? This wisdom, this knowledge, this gospel. You know what I'm saying? That will sustain us, will be a stronghold in times of trouble, while everybody else is bugging out, crashing out. What am I going to do? Jeebus. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be, we're going to constantly be rejoicing, because we know that the Lord said these things will happen, but he said we'll not come near thee. We're going to be in that secret place of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So, hey, right now, you know what I'm saying? The night is far spent. You know what I'm saying? We're almost about to hit midnight. You know what I'm saying? Time is almost up, and the Lord's getting ready to bring forth these judgment like we have never seen before. Verse 13 said, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, and not in chattering and wantonness, and not in strife and envy. Get your mind right. Get your house in order. You know what I'm saying? Examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, make your calling and election sure, because the Lord's getting ready to bring you. You want to be on the right side of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Verse 14, it said, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So you got to get your mind right, get yourself in order. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, got to let go of these modern thoughts, because this earth age is what is slowly fading away. You know what I'm saying? It's time to seek the Lord. It's time to return or repent. If you're a part of the election, that's where we at right now, man. These things are happening at a fast pace. Shalom to everyone on the comment board for joining me on this live. And one thing about, we know that we're getting very close to the famine of the world. We know that they're going to take this internet down very soon. If they do have the internet up, you're going to have to be a participant of this this NWO. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where we're coming at right now. So they slowly slipping these things upon you left and right. That's where we at right now. So I'm going to get a quick news article about this digital ID, this Apple digital ID. You know, it's a little bit more, you know, bring out all the information I could bring out, because the Lord, he the one set up the internet, not the so-called white man. The Lord set this internet up. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into it. Let's go here first. Let's go back out. You see, can I pull it up? I'm gonna pull it up right quick. You see, one moment. But yeah, just like I say, I'm gonna show y'all this quick article, then I'm gonna show a video. Then we're gonna get some more because this got to come out, you know. Hey man, we're here. It says here, I'm gonna show you the little AI Google search I pulled up right quick. It said open your iPhone wallet app, tap the plus sign, say at the top, and then tap the digital ID option for the menu. So right now they putting another app on there, which is like a digital ID. So these things are happening right before our eyes. We'll not be able to buy or sell. We'll not be able to do a damn thing. And also, this is going to be dealing with your what? Biometrics. So let's get a little bit more of this news article. Let me pull one of them up right quick. Let's get this one here by Red. It says here, it's an Apple introduced digital ID, a new way to create a present and ID in Apple Wallet. So this, we're here. That's what we constantly warn you about. So this is going to be used at airports, It's going to start be using at places of businesses, different, pretty much everywhere. So right now, this is going to be dealing with your digital. This is going to be dealing with your biometrics. This is what we constantly warning you about. Let me get another one right here, and we can read a little bit more. This here about USA Today. So Apple rolls out digital ID for travel. So here is how it works. Let's see, can I get it to go here? You already know how the devil get out. He'll try to fool with your signal. It says here, so Apple has launched digital ID, a new way for iOS users to create and store identification, say, in Apple Wallet, say, in a attempt to make domestic travel a little less cumbersome. So what they're trying to do is saying that it's going to make it a little bit more easier, more convenient, but it's going to make it more harder for you to get from place to place. And one thing about it, a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able because of this, these digital IDs, or because these lockdowns, because these checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? We're not ignorant of Satan device. Let's get a little bit more. It says, as of November the 12th, digital ID can be utilized for in-person identity verification at more than 250 airports nationwide. So the feature is only compatible with certain iPhone, say, and Apple Watch models. So one thing about it, you know, so a lot of people got these, what you call these wearables. We already know the wearables are going to lead to that grain of rice, you know, into your right hand or into your forehead. So we know we're not ignorant of Satan device. So we seeing right now, they're slowly, gradually bringing it in right before your eye. That's what we constantly want. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of people, you know, they'll blow, you know, they'll throw their hands up there, speak to you, but they're not inquiring. So this is a life and death situation. So they look at the men of the Lord, they think that we're crazy. They think we are teaching hate speech. What is this man out here? Why is he out here hooping and hollering or whatever like that? And some of them, you know, they'll get so far up the sidewalk of the street, they'll cut around, they'll go around the backside of the camera because they don't want to be seen. And guess what? They just mark themselves because the Lord is watching them. See, the Lord is, you know what I'm saying, he constantly advising the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't gonna be no excuse where you didn't know this, you didn't know that. You have heard this truth one way or the other. The Lord said this gospel shall be preached throughout the entire earth, then shall the end come. So hey man, we're here. Let's get a little bit more. He said, while iOS users in certain states have had the ability to add state-issued driver license, or identification card to Apple Wallet since 2022, said the rollout marks the first time information contained in a passport can be used to fashion an ID in Apple Wallet. So right here, what this means is that they gonna pretty much, you know, everything. You're gonna put your driver license, your passport, your medical, your driver license, your bank. Here's pretty much everything about your life is going into this digital ID. They already introduced it. It started in what? I think it was in the first thing I know that really opened about it is in Salt Lake City, Idaho. You know what I'm saying? So right now we know that it's here, and also what's going on in Mexico. You know, so they're saying that in Mexico, I got a video on that too. Also, they said they're not using the U.S. currency anymore. They're using their own currency. So right now, we knowing that right now at some point that the dollar is getting ready to become obsolete. That's what we constantly warn you about. So now, let's get this. Let's go here first to let's get this video. This lady, she was saying that I can't believe that this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this right quick. This lady here can't believe, but it's happening right before our eyes. Let's get this quick video, and then we're gonna get some more precept. Hold on.
I can't believe I'm.
Let me get it to pull up. This damn thing is so fast. Let me get it to pull up. So can I get it to go?
So we are finally here. I can't believe I'm gonna. I just can't believe it's happening. I was just making posts about it the other day, but it's finally here. But yeah, the mark of the beast is digital ID, and I'm not taking it, which means I need to start praying.
I don't know who you are on this internet. What is this woman's name here? Who the hell is this? But anyway, one thing about the Lord do work through the goddamn internet. Whoever the hell you is, you damn scoffer. The Lord is going to destroy your ass and put a damn curse on your ass, because that is by the Lord. It created everything that you know and see. You stupid, wicked ass Eve. whoever the hell you all in, talking about no, he didn't. Said the Lord don't work through the internet. He do work through the goddamn internet, you stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I hate our people to this day. They have eyes to see, but they hear not. They have ears to hear, but they hear not. But one thing about it, you know, we go to the internet script. You stupid mother, I ain't got to prove a goddamn thing to you. It's all over the script. You know, the Lord said wisdom and knowledge shall be increased. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, we ain't got to do the heavy lifting now. How has this truth been going out, you stupid ass fool? How it's been going out? Through the internet. You know what I'm saying? How people been knowing, how they been waking up all across the world. How we been saying the same thing all across the world. It's through the goddamn internet. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you know, this is the chief place of concourse. And one thing about it, we in the highways and byways right now. How do your stupid ass to come on and say that? Through the internet. While you saying these ignorant things. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is this bitch? Get rid of this whoever this the hell this is. About to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this damn shit. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is you talking about, woman? You know what I'm saying? If you a woman, it seems like you might be a woman. Let's get one scripture on this here. Let's go here to Psalm chapter 19. You stupid ass damn woman. What the hell is wrong with you? I think there's got to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably go ahead and get her ass off of here. You know what I'm saying? Putting your ass up here. You are ignorant. No, you are ignorant. And your ass is going to be totally destroyed, you silly motherfucking minded motherfucker. You getting ready to get the hell up off my goddamn deal right now. You gonna get your stupid ass up off of here. Who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, I want the Lord to this day to strike your ass down. Shalak Rayam, Baba Shah. Get rid of this stupid ass motherfucker off my damn. Anyway, moderator on here, get rid of her stupid ass. That's right, she need to shut the fuck up. She don't know what the hell she talking about, you stupid, silly ass, simple-minded motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sick of these motherfuckers. I can't wait till the Lord destroy these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I always coming on somebody live. Where's your China? Why are you not teaching the same thing you tell? Where's your China? Go on your goddamn child, bet you ain't got shit on it. But you want to tell the prophet what they need to do and what they don't need to do. You silly motherfucker. Hey, tricks are for kids. Guess what? The Lord's going to show up and destroy your goddamn ass. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? See here. Let's start here at Psalm chapter 19. Stupid ass motherfucking bitch. Let me show you something. And Salakia for my language. Salakia. Not all women are like this. Only the one that had rebelled against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It says here, Psalm chapter 19 and verse 1. It said, let's start at verse 1. It said, the heavens declare the glory of the Almighty, and the firmament shows his handiwork. So Lord, he is constantly, showing forth his handiwork through what? Through the firmament. You know what I'm saying? The Lord created the firmament. He created the entire worlds, the worlds. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, I don't have to show, really prove a damn thing. It says here, verse 2, it said, day unto day utter speech, and night unto night shows his knowledge. You know what I'm saying? How the hell is the Lord is showing his knowledge? It said day unto day and utter his speech, say, and night unto night shows knowledge. And one thing about it, this word is going out every day, every night. Someone is putting out a lesson all across the world. You know what I'm saying? Left and right, speaking in different language. What the hell is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? He said, there is no speech. There is no speech, no language where their voice is not heard. Come on. Get back on there again. I'll cut your ass to pieces. And one thing about it, though, is this is stuff in every language. They don't give a damn if it's fucking German. They don't give a damn if it's Arab. They don't give a damn if it's Spanish, English, whatever. This word is going out. You know what I'm saying? It said, verse 4 said, their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world. Say, in them has he set a tabernacle for the sun. And now the Bible said, once again, their line. What is that? What is that line? You know what I'm saying? Online, the internet. Come on there, man. Hey, stop being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's high time to wake out of sleep. That's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, that we know that we're here. These things are right here before our eyes. The Lord set up the internet. You know what I'm saying? So we won't have to do the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? We're in modern time. You crazy ass fool. How you think the internet go? How you think the truth getting out? You know what I'm saying? Everyone across the world is speaking the same thing. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Not white man. You probably one of them damn Yah Israelite or one of them Jeebus Cross Israelite. Get your ass back on there again. You're only marking yourself for death. We cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here first. Let's get this one here. Daniel Let's see here. Let's go to Daniel right quick. Then we're gonna go back into the lesson. Salaki for that. You got to get this wicked devil. You know what I'm saying? It says here. Says here. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 13 said, "But go thou thy way till the end, be for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days." You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna be standing in the lot. Prophesy. You prophesied back then, you're gonna be prophesied back then. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, this wisdom and knowledge is gonna increase. Let's see, gotta go up a little bit more. Let's see here. That probably all I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna get into the lesson. But there's many other scriptures we can bring out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna do right now. But see, we know that the time is at hand. We know right now that these scriptures are speaking loud and clear. You know, shalom to Zakar Kasim. Shalom to you, bro. Shalom to GMS. I think that's let's see, that's kind of small. See what it is. Shalom to GMS. I think it's Virgin out of Straight Gate. Shalom to you, brother. Yeah, just like I said, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of wicked Eves and wicked Negroes on here right now. Let's get this here. Let's go here to Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2. Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2. Let's get them, then we're going to get back on the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Let this wicked wank stop me. It says here, Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2, it says, "Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house." That wicked Eve that was on that wall ago said, "Which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not. For they are a rebellious house to this goddamn day." What the Lord did in Moses' time. You know what I'm saying? They kept on talking about, "Leave us alone. Should have left us in Egypt." What happened? The Lord destroyed their ass in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Took 40 years. Lord weed out all them wicked rebellious Negroes and Northern Kingdom also. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you go to in Noah's time, you know what I'm saying? They was eating and drinking and having a great old time, being rebellious. And what happened? The flood came and destroyed them all. So the Lord destroyed what? Billions of people. You know what I'm saying? The Lord does not change. He's going to get you, and I'm hoping he gets you very soon. You keep coming on my coming, boy. I'm gonna put a prayer on your ass now and another curse on your ass tonight. Bring your ass back on now. I'm hoping the Lord hope you drop dead tonight. You know what I'm saying? Salak Rayam, Baba Gushah on that wench. You know what I'm saying? So now let's get back into the lesson. And Salakia for that. One thing about it is that let's go back here now. We're seeing right now that these times are right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing that things are constantly picking up. You know what I'm saying? Right, man, it's right here. So we're going to get this quick news video about this guy right here. He's pretty good. He bringing out about this war, the war news about Venezuela. So let's get this right quick. Let's get it right quick. Then we're going to go into some more scriptures. If I can get it to, hold on one moment. Get it to pull up one moment. Get it to pull up one moment. And Salaki for that.
All right, here we go. We have Trump saying that he sort of made up his mind after officials met for 3 days, thinking of options of attacks on Venezuela.
That's why you can't read, bitch. Get your own China and read, bitch. Show me how to read. Get your own China and show me then, bitch.
We also have reports that they're going to intensify their military.
Stupid ass motherfucker. I can't wait. Get your China and show us how to read.
16th to the 21st, they're going to be holding
Salaki.
exercises, and they're going to get used to each other's operations near Venezuelan territory as they get ready to attack, of course. And we also got reports that there was a Russian military spy ship spotted just 15 nautical miles from Hawaii. We got Trump once again confirming that he's about to conduct nuclear tests. He has ordered nuclear tests as his camp is kind of freaking out and trying to talk him out of it. But this is what he said: the United States will test nuclear weapons like other countries do. When he was asked about exploding a nuclear warhead, he said, "I don't want to tell you about that, but we will do nuclear testing like other countries." Which is pretty well because, like I said, his own officials is trying to talk him out of it right now. As a U.S. expert is warning Europe about Russia by saying a limited nuclear war is no longer impossible. We also got Russia warning NATO once again, as NATO's saying they're getting ready to strengthen up their defense against Russia because of the drone incursions. They are warning that if NATO attacked their country, Russia will respond with all of its capabilities. We also got a Canadian spy chief warning that Russia and China are targeting them and have been targeting them for years. China's not only advising their citizens to avoid travel to Japan right now, but we also have China threatening to attack Japan over their statements over Taiwan. So shit's really heating up over there. This is the latest. Got a live coming next.
So now, so you see right there, we are very close than ever to World War III happening, you know. So let's go here to, we go here first, Revelation chapter 11, and I'm gonna go on that comic board and get her ass off of there. You know what I'm saying? I sure would like to, I hope she drop dead very soon. You're gonna learn not to mess with a prophet. Hope the Lord bring all sorts of hell upon you and even unalive your ass. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. I'm tired of playing games with these wicked ass two-thirds. I can't wait till the Lord bring it. I can't wait. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14 said, the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe come quickly. So we already knowing about World War II. It has passed. The third woe, the wars to end all wars, you know what I'm saying? Which in fact is World War III, is coming very quickly. So we're seeing that these things are lining up right before our eyes. You know, these things are happening, you know what I'm saying, at a fast pace. That's what we're constantly seeing. We get ready to go on that comment board. I got to get her off of there. I don't think I have a moderator on there right now. I had a moderator on there, just zap her ass. But I'm finna get ready to zap her ass right now. I'm finna get her ass off of there. But just like I say, you know, we're here. It is at the door. These things are happening right before our eyes. You know, it's no time. It's high time to wake out of sleep. That's very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Because that body, she is sleeping. She constantly rebellion against the words of Yahweh by Shema. You ain't scoffing against me. You scoffing against the one that sent me, which in fact is the one that you ain't recall Jeebus Cross. You know what I'm saying? So let me see, go to the let me go to the comment board right quick. Get her ass off of here. And thank you, Jakar Cash. Thank you, brother. Thank you for getting her ass off of there. Thank you, brother. I'm telling you, but that's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm just saying? I'm sick and tired of people coming on my goddamn live and other people are brothers of the Lord. The Lord's getting ready to do something. The Lord is getting ready to make a move very soon on you wicked, rebellious house. Constantly being rebellious to this time. Let's get this quick precept. I'm glad you removed that, man. Throw water for that, brothers. Throw water for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, Shalom, there one on the comment board. Shalom. Yeah, Shalom to Kazara Alabad. Shalom to you, brother. Shalom to can't hardly see these words. Daryl Gal, shalom to you. Shalom to Sharon Michaels. Shalom to you, daughter Zay. Shalom to GMS, Virgin Islands Straight Gate. Shalom to you, brother. A great brother in the truth. I mean, getting down. And shalom to Zakar Kasai. Shalom to you, brother. And Blooming Indiana. You know, she constantly breaking, putting it down for us. You know, so I'm glad you got off of there, man. Thank you, brother. The water for that. So now, let's go here. We're gonna go into let's go here to Second Esdras chapter, because we knowing that the evils is sown right now. But these things gotta come before. You know, the Lord already said these things were gonna happen right before and we get another video. You know what I'm saying? So we seeing that, the war drums are beating. We're seeing that the stage is set. All these things are happening right before our eyes. Let's go here to Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 7. Second Esdras chapter 7. You know what I'm saying? Normally I just laugh it off, but right now we in this time where now, you know what I'm saying? You getting ready to get your ass effed up. You know what I'm saying? Very soon. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing no more. You know what I'm saying? Lord, I'm putting the spirit on the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're not gonna be playing anymore. You know what I'm saying? You getting ready to be unalive, especially if I get that spiritual power. I'm damn sure gonna have the Lord, especially, you know what I'm saying, come to you, and I'm gonna cut you to pieces. Let's see here. That's all we're gonna talk on that. Let's get off of that. Let's go here to Second Esdras chapter 7. Second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 41. You know what I'm saying? Just like all thing that you said, get your channel and show me how to read. Show me what you talking about. Get to your channel. Get on the YouTube channel. Come your ass out in the highways and byways, which you find a woman ain't called to preach nowhere. Get your ass out here and show us what it's all about. No, you were scared. Your ass gonna be totally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here. Second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 41 said, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, say, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? Verse 42, say, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end, So where much glory doeth abide, therefore have they prayed for the weak. Verse 41 said, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. So that's where we at now. The day of doom is almost at hand. You know what I'm saying? The time of corruption is almost at an end. That's where we at right now. We're in that transition of power. We're seeing these things are happening right before our eyes. Verse 44 said, intemperance is at an end. Fidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown. It's saying the truth is sprung up. So we seeing right now the truth is what is constantly being what declared left and right. When you go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14, you know what I'm saying? The truth shall be preached throughout the entire world. Then shall the end come. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing it has sprung forth. You know what I'm saying? Righteousness is upon this earth right now. The Lord is constantly putting out deceits and lies and corruption. We're seeing it happening right before our eyes. We're in that transition of power. Verse 45 says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor oppress him that has gotten the victory. Verse, I think we'll stop it right there. So we're seeing right now that everyone is in their lot. You know what I'm saying? We about to get the victory. The Lord said the victory is ours, said the Lord. You know what I'm saying? One thing all we got to do is follow the blueprint. Constantly, read the script. The Lord's going to do the rest. We in these times right now. You know what I'm saying? The time of trouble is coming upon us at a fast pace. We seeing, man, the evil song. Let's go back up. It's something I want to get out of here about the evil song. I think it's around verse, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we have a scoffer to come on out. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn scoffers. Get your own damn channel. You got a whole lot to talk about. Get your damn own channel and talk about what you want to talk about. It says here, verse 9, it said, if this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if it never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance? So one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, we got to go through these things that's coming upon us. We got to go through Jacob's trouble. We got to go through the hour of temptation, a time of trouble that we never seen before. Because the Lord said, through much violence and through much tribulation, ye shall enter in the kingdom of heaven. So that's where we at right now. That's why it's high time to wake out of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Watch GMS only video, and the affiliates, you know what I'm saying, that following the likewise doctrine of them, you know what I'm saying? And you will, you know what I'm saying, be edified also, hopefully that you're part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? We're here, man. We're here. You know what I'm saying? I see, okay. All right, that's right. And one thing about it, man, these things are constantly happening right before our eyes. And a lot of our people right now are still sleeping, still are being rebellious to this day. Let's go here to this the spirit right here. Let's go here to Luke chapter 17, because this is the mindset with these wicked Negroes, these wicked Latinos, Mexicans today. Their mindset right here, constantly scoffing and mocking the prophet. But you scoffing and mocking Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the one that sent her, and the Lord's getting ready to do the thing with you. He's getting ready to unalive a whole lot of you. You know what I'm saying? The body count is getting ready to be great. That's what we constantly warn you about. Luke chapter 17 and verse 26 said, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the day of the Son of Man. So we know what happened back in Noah's time, how they were constantly rebellion. They were doing all sorts of abomination, all sorts of iniquity. Right now to this day, there's no new thing under the sun. And one thing about it is that the Lord did what? We're going to read some more. It said, verse 27, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, that was the first death. But the second death is going to come, what, by fire. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, a lot of our people are getting ready to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? Because they that same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's just right now, she used the internet for wickedness. We use the internet for righteousness. You know what I'm saying? The Lord created everything that you know and see. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you getting ready to find out. Every tongue shall confess. Every knee shall bow down. You going to confess in that day. It says here, verse 28 said, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built. So it was going on with their daily lives back then, you know what I'm saying, in Lot's time. You know what I'm saying, having a great old time, being married, you know what I'm saying, la, 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 and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, the Lord destroyed their asses. We cannot wait. We can't wait till these 2/3 and these wicked ass he be totally destroyed. And the Lord, you know what I'm saying, give us that spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? So we can, you know what I'm saying? We getting ready to rule this earth, whether you believe it or not. We getting ready to rule. You know, it's our time to rule. Esau is the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So let's read this once again. Luke chapter 17 and verse 28, it said, likewise, also as it was in the day of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built, going on with their daily life. You know what I'm saying? Not considering the signs of the time. Constantly being rebellious. Constantly say, hey, I'm a good case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything would be fine. Everything is lovely. But it says here, verse 29 said, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, see, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. That's exactly what the Lord is going to do with that, not with those IBCM missiles. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, so we seeing right now, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what the terror of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? One thing about the Lord, he does not change. The Lord is getting ready to come back and set up that righteous order. You know what I'm saying? We constantly want it. And one thing about it, we don't want to be on the Lord's bad side. Verse 31 said, in that day, said, which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field said, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we know that she was, I think she was an heathen Egyptian, but anyway, she looked back, she was always thinking about her wealth and her, I guess, her position, her reputation. The Lord ain't giving a damn about none of that. The Lord wants your total attention. The Lord wants you to seek him first. You'll seek him first, the kingdom of heaven. Then everything will, you know what I'm saying, everything else will be given unto you. So that's what we need to be doing, is seeking the Lord. You don't seek the Lord first, and everything else will fall in line if you're part of the election. And one thing about it, remember Lot's wife. So a lot of people right now, you know, they're not going to let go of their possession. They're not going to let go of their reputation that they have. They're not going to let go of their wealth, their family, whatever resource that they have. Lord ain't giving a damn about none of that. You're not part of the election, you're going to lose it all. That's where we at right now. These things are coming at a fast pace. In the middle, Lord, we constantly warn you left and right. Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go here to Ezekiel chapter 12 once again. Let's get this here, because, you know, our people right now to this day, they can't get right. But the Lord's going to get them right very soon. A lot of them going to get melted down. The Lord said, I will leave you here and melt you. It says here, Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 21, it said, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 22, son of man, so what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision fails? You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset of our people. You know what I'm saying? They thinking shit gonna happen. You know, they not considering. You know what I'm saying? Israel does not know. They does not consider. Still being, you know, stuck on stupid. Still being silent. The Lord even said they were silent. It means that your ass was stupid to this day. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna destroy your ass. Verse 23 said, tell them therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the days are at hand, and the effects of every vision. So the prophecies are getting ready to show up. They getting ready to speak loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's getting ready to make it perfectly plain. So that lady says she can't believe that this is happening right before that video I brought out, the first video. So we seeing that this is happening right before the signs of the time are here. Verse 24 said, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. Verse 25 said, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. So it shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the words, and I will perform it, said the Lord power. So one thing about it, the Lord's getting ready to perform it. The Lord's getting ready to make it plain. The Lord's getting ready to make it good. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, as it is written, it shall come to pass. Verse 27 said, son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he sees is for many days to come. And he prophesies of the time that are far off. So one thing about it, that's our mindset, what our people right now. That's not going to happen right now. That's not going to happen in my lifetime. You don't know what you're talking about. Like that scoffer came on my comment board. You getting ready to find, I'm hoping and praying that the Lord show you before he unalive your ass. I'm hoping and praying he do. You know, I cannot wait. You're on right now, your days are numbered. You are marked for death. Go to Ezekiel chapter. When you get around to it, you're saying I can't read. Go to Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. That's what's getting ready to happen to your ass. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is that we're here. Let's read this once again. It said, verse 27. It says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he sees is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the time that are far off. So right now, a lot of people think that we're prophesying of times that are very far off, and these things are happening all around. Venezuela is getting ready. America is getting ready to go into a Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? One thing about we don't know this could be a domino effect. They're already saying there's rumor that if they go into a Venezuela, that Russia is going to get involved. China is going to get involved. Also, Iran. So we seeing these things are lining up. The Ezekiel chapter 38 war constantly lining up. The Lord is constantly gathering the nation for the constant verse of Zion. That's where we at right now. A lot of our people are still what? Are sleeping. And you're going to be totally destroyed. And one thing about it, our people are loving it here, and they're getting ready to die here. That's where we at right now. They don't want to hear the words of the Lord. You want to get on my comment board and F around with me. Get your own YouTube channel and bring it out. Let the people know and see who you are. Show your face. Stop hiding behind a goddamn a phone and shit. Show your goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you are weak. You're a simp. You're going to be totally destroyed. Verse 28 said, therefore say unto them, thus said the Lord power. Said, there shall none of my words be prolonged, say any more, but the words which I have spoken shall be done, said the Lord power. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. That is powerful. The Lord's getting ready to show up and show out. Let's get this one right here to back it up. Numbers chapter 23. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's getting ready to make it good, and I cannot wait. Woo! I cannot wait. That was spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Right along with the lesson. You know, it's half time to wake out of sleep. So it's obvious that hey, people are sleeping right now. You know what I'm saying? We are sleeping. They are sleeping. I'm hoping and praying that, you know what I'm saying, that she come back into the fold if she support the election. If not, she will be totally destroyed. Let's go here. Numbers chapter 23. We pull it up right quick. Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19. Because the Lord's getting ready to make it good. He's getting ready to make it plain upon table. Let's get that in the blue letter. Because I'm going to read, both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because blue letter kind of break it down a little bit more. Let's go here. Numbers chapter 23. One moment. Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19. Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19. We're reading the KJV first. It says, the Almighty is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man said that he should repent. So has he said, and shall he not do it? So, or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So the Lord's getting ready to make it good. Let's read in the NLT. It says, the Almighty is not a man, so he does not lie. Say, he is not human, so he does not change his mind. Say, has he ever spoken and failed to act? Say, has he ever promised and not carried it through? That's exactly right. We seeing these prophecies lining up left and right. We seeing war is upon our shore. We seeing what the digital infrastructure is already into play. We seeing it happening right before our eyes. Man, these things are right here, man. At the end of the show, speak and not lie. Let's get that right quick. Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2. Let's go here. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. Let's go straight to the point. It says here, for the vision of the signs of the times of the prophecy is yet for an appointed time. So, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So right now is exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing right now that these visions right now are showing up. They're showing out. We're seeing that the signs of the time. These things are lining up just like clockwork. Let's read it in the NLT. It says here, the vision is for a future time. Say, it describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. Say, if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently for it. Say, it will surely take place. Say, it will not be delayed. So that's exactly what's happening. You know what I'm saying? One thing about make no terror to turn the Lord, put not off from day to day. You know what I'm saying? Because, we in these times right now. You're in the end time, real time. That's what we consider one, you left and right. Let's get another video. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fair use, fair use. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, man, hey, these things are right here before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? After a while, the Lord's getting ready to bring the famine of the world. He's getting ready to come down on these wicked two-thirds very soon. We are very close. Let's get a little of this in. We don't get all of it, but I'm going to show you a little bit about this digital ID that's getting ready to start with this with this Apple Wallet, the iPhone.
Next major step. Apple has announced that their iPhone will now have digital ID. What does this mean? The Apple iPhone digital ID is just going to be a digital representation of your US passport. Let me take you through it. So with Apple's iPhone, you would essentially load on your US passport into the Wallet app, and it'll also be accessible on your Apple Watch. This basically allows US passport holders to create digital identity credential based on your passport information. So this is a digital identity credential. It's not yet going to be connected to all that you are, all the info data, your history, your financial transactions yet. This is just a digital credential based on your passport info. But again, it's another major step towards the coming control grid. When users actually do this, iPhone users do this, step one is you're going to scan your passport photo page, and that's also going to read the embedded microchip in your passport. If you didn't know already, there's an embedded microchip in every US passport. The second step is it'll give you a facial scan. So your biometric authentication. It's going to scan your face from different angles. It's going to require you to do different head movements. This is the step of collecting biometric data, giving it to a private company like Apple. Users then can present their digital ID at in-person checkpoints, for example, over 250 US airports. Right now, it's only for domestic travel, not international. If you do international, you are required to have your physical passport in hand. So the digital ID on the Apple iPhone, they say it's encrypted and it's just stored on your device. Apple says that they cannot see when or where your ID is being used. Again, that's their claim, but how often do we trust what tech companies tell us about our data and how they protect it or what they can see or not see? This all plays in, again, to Agenda 2030, the digital legal identity. So they are trying to go for identities that are managed, verified, used digitally for access to our own rights and services. Okay, this goes back to what I said. If you step out of line with anything that the current regime in power or the global regime says is out of line, they can shut you down for access to bank accounts, to food, things like that. That's where we're going. This Apple digital ID is a major step to eventually fully replace physical IDs with digital. It's going to normalize this digital ID for so many normies who are just going to sign up and do it, right? It's so much easier. Just put your identification onto your phone. So right now, Apple's digital ID remains privatized. It's device specific. It has limited scope for implementation. But again, this aligns in spirit with the broader Agenda 2030 digital ID control grid. These are incremental steps. They're not just going to put the cage around you right away. It's going to be little incremental steps. Get you used to little things piece by piece. And as you take those little baby steps, you get used to the cage being put around you. One more big step towards full-scale digital ID, where all the individual's life history, info, data, their financial records, everything is all connected. It's not there yet, but again, this is another step towards that. These are the questions this raises.
See, so you see that. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like, we ain't talking out the side of our neck. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord, we constantly warn you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord putting all this information out. You know, and one thing about it, you know, it's common knowledge now. We're seeing what's going on in the UK. We're seeing what's getting ready to happen right here in our own backyard. We already know what happened in Sweden and China, the blueprint. These things are already here right before our eyes. A lot of our people, once again, it's high time to wake out of sleep. And it's what we constantly been warning our people about left and right. And a lot of our people, they are going to submit, and they're going to consent, and they're going to be totally destroyed. They're getting ready to put you in this digital prison, this digital infrastructure, whereby it's getting ready to make you a perpetual slave. That lines up with what? Revelation chapter 13. You know what I'm saying? You would not be able to buy or sell, would not be able to do a damn thing if you don't take it under the skin. That's where we at right. A lot of people, they want to do this and that, whatever, but the Lord is getting ready to make it good. That's why I brought that scripture out. He's getting ready to make it very good. You know, it's going to be plain and simple what the Lord's getting ready to do. And one thing about it, a lot of people are going to be in for a rude awakening. It's truth there. You know what I'm saying? They said, what? Let's go here. Let's go to Proverbs. Then we're going to go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's go here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's go here first to Proverbs. Because, you know, you're going to be trying to seek the Lord early. When these things come upon you, oh, yeah. And also, you know, when Jacob's trouble starts, a lot of women are going to get their mind right. So that's what we're loaning for, left and right. The Lord's getting ready to make it strange. Get ready to make it plain. You know what I'm saying? And right here, a lot of people they don't have wisdom. You know what I'm saying? They don't have wisdom at all, man. I'm telling you, man. This is something. See here. Let's go here. Let's start right here. And the number one thing, what is wrong with the truth there? They do not fear the Lord. They think the Lord is somebody to be played with. But guess what? The Lord is no one to be played with. The Lord is the King of terror. The Lord can take your life at a blink of an eye. It's time to fear the Lord. It says here, It says, let's start up here at Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. It said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So that's exactly what's wrong. The fool are the 2/3. You know what I'm saying? They hate instruction. They hate wisdom. And also they fear the Lord, and they're going to be totally destroyed. So let's drop down here. And this wench here, let's see here. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20, it said, wisdom cries without. She uttered her voice in the streets. Right now, the men of the Lord, what in the police chief place of concord. And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, the highways and the byways. And also the Lord is constantly, you know what I'm saying, doing the heavy lifting for us through the what? The World Wide Web, the internet. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, it was plain and simple how this truth is going out. It's spreading like wildfire. And one thing about it, it's common knowledge now. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, the election had to taint it, and the rest was blinded. Because the Lord don't want your ass. That's why you speaking out like that. Verse 21 said, she cries in the chief place of concourse, say in the openings, say of the gates, say in the city, she uttered her word, saying, how long, ye simple one, will love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fool hate knowledge. So how long? You know, you're going to be simple. And when you going to return, you know what I'm saying, to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Anyone that did not want to return is going to be totally destroyed. That's where we at right now. Let's read this in the NLT. It said, how long you simpletons will love, so we'll start over again. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22 said, how long you simpletons, said, will you insist on being simple-minded? So how long you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? How long? Until the Lord, you know what I'm saying, bring the house down on your ass. That's what's getting ready to happen. Verse 23, it says here, and also, you know what I'm saying, the chief place concourse once again is in the highways and byways. The chief, you know what I'm saying, in the cities, in the gates of the city. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord said, you know, you shall see your teachers. Right now, you know what I'm saying, you're seeing your teachers. Right now, it said, verse 23 said, turn you at my reproof. Say, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. How is he doing that? Through the what? Through the mouthpiece, through his prophets. You know what I'm saying? Constantly signing and crying to you, left and right. Verse 24 says, because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Steady being rebellious, still being stiff-necked, and the Lord's going to destroy your ass. Verse 25 said, but ye have sat at naught at all my counsel, and would none of my reproof, constantly being rebellious to this day. Said verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fears come. So one thing about it, how the Lord's going to laugh at your calamity through the prophets. When you see you get effed up left and right, getting, you know, shot up, getting harmed, getting your head cut off, we're going to laugh at you because we told you so. Verse 27 said, so when your fears cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Verse 28 said, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. See that? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Said, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So that's where we at right now. A lot of people are getting ready for a rude awakening, which are these 2/3. You in for a rude awakening. We constantly telling you about the MOTB. We constantly telling you about Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's high time to wake out of sleep. The men of the Lord, we're not out here, you know what I'm saying, doing our own will. We're doing the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the one that sent us. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it is that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is making it plain upon the table right now. These things are speaking loud and clear. And this is what we constantly warn you about. A lot of our people can't get right this time around. Let's go here. We get another precept and then we probably close out. Let's go here. Let's go here to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been on this because this wicked, you know what I'm saying? Our people just wicked. Let's get this right quick. 2nd chapter 9. We'll start up at verse, you know what? We'll start up at verse 9. We'll skip around in 2nd chapter 9. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign pass, when I have told thee before. And how do we measure the time, the signs of the time? Through what? Through the scripture. You know what I'm saying? That's our measuring rod to know how close we are to the great and glorious return of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, and all these different tribulation, persecution, the beginning of sorrow. A lot of these things are right at hand. War drums are beating. MOTB. Everything is here. The stage is set. Verse 2 says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Lord is visiting the world which he made right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, increased sighting of the UFO sites all across the world. We constantly warning you left and right. The Lord is in every place beholding the good and the evil. He see all your wickedness. He see all your abomination. And also the Lord is seeing looking on the elect. He's seeing your righteousness. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing that you're being humble. He's seeing that you're waiting patiently on him. That's what the Lord is getting ready to come back for. It's for the what? For the poor and the needy, the one that's contrite in spirit, which in fact is the elect. He's not coming back for no one rebellious. He's not coming back for someone that's speaking out against the prophet. He's not coming back for one that's constantly scoffing and mocking and being unbelievers. You're going to be left here and you're going to be melted. You know what I'm saying? Verse 20, 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3, he said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So exactly, that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing this nation is divided. If a nation is divided, it cannot stand. So we're seeing all sorts of uprisings. We're seeing, these ICE patrols in these major cities. We're seeing these National Guard in these major cities. Also, we're seeing that, these citizens are constantly rising up against the government. No one trusting no one. So we're seeing that things are constantly happening. And also we're seeing earthquakes in diverse places. We're seeing tsunamis. We're seeing all sorts of weather patterns. Things can happen at any given time. That's where we're at right now. Verse 4 said, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee. So even from the beginning. Verse 5, it said, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and the end is manifest. So right now, we're seeing that the end is being revealed. It's obvious and clear that we're living in the end time, real time. Whether someone don't believe it or not, we really don't give a damn. Because the Lord's going to show up, your ass going to be totally destroyed. We're not giving, you're showing no regard to your ass. You will be least in the kingdom. You're going to be, have your head down in the kingdom. Remember what you did against Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua and his holy prophet. You're going to remember that. The Lord's going to let you remember all of that. Let's see here. Let's drop down to verse. Let's keep reading. There's a lot of good meat in here. It's at verse 6, say, even so, the times also the highest have plain beginnings, say, in wonders and powerful works and endings, say, in effects and signs. So Lord is showing all sorts of signs in the heavens. It's all sorts of things that happen. Eclipse, blood moon, the 3-eyed atlas. A lot of things constantly the Lord is showing us before his great glorious return. We're here. Verse 7 said, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. And who is that? That is the elect. You're going to be saved by your works and your faith. Faith and work hand in hand. And one thing about it, why you scoffing and mocking, do you have works? You know what I'm saying? Do you have faith? If you do not, you're going to be deleted off this planet. Verse 8, it said, shall be preserved from the sad perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them from the beginning. Talking about the elect. Verse 9 says, then shall they be a pitful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So you don't want to think about it, your ass getting ready to dwell in torment. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a pitiful case. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we come to warn you, left and right. Still think that this is a game, but all the games about to be over. Verse 10, it said, for such as in their life had received benefits and had not known me. So a lot of people right now were very successful. A lot of people had a great reputation. A lot of people, had a lot of wealth. You know what I'm saying? A great family. But out of the they hadn't known the Lord. You think that I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? We all are doing the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. It said verse 11 said, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. That's these wicked, hard-headed two-thirds. You know what I'm saying? They loathed the Lord, like put it behind them. I don't give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? And what in Lot's time? You know what I'm saying? And Moses' time, in Noah's time, also in Dee's time. They are that same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua So right here is what's going to happen to your ass. You get ready to suffer that second death. We know the first death was what? Was the flood. The second death is those IBCL missiles. America will become a lake of fire. How will America become a lake of fire? With those IBCL missiles, you know what I'm saying, that will be shot very soon, you know what I'm saying? But we know that the implementation of the RFD microchip, which in fact is the mark of the beast, we know they're going to implement that first, then all hell is going to break loose. Jacob Trouble also is at the door. It says in verse 12, said the same must know it after death by pain. So one thing about it, your ass gonna know, you know what I'm saying? You gonna feel the fire very soon. That's why I'm laughing right now. How we know that we are very close to these times. You know what I'm saying? Even though we get angry, whatever like that, the Lord said get angry and sin not. And one thing about hope that wicked Eve repent. If she do not, she will be totally destroyed. And one thing about it is that we know that we're here. We're seeing that new digital infrastructure in place. I got to show you this one here by Mexico before we get out of here. They saying that they are refusing the fiat currency of America. You know what I'm saying? They say they want them to start using their own, using their currency in Mexico. Let's get that right quick. Then we're gonna close out because man, we seeing right now at the end it shall speak and not lie. I mean, people's right now. If you can't see what time that we're living in, you are in for a rude awakening. Let's get the one here about this Mexico not accepting U.S. dollars. Let's get this one right quick.
In Mexico, digital currency just announced today. We heard in the last probably 45 days they didn't want American dollars in Mexico anymore.
Salaki.
Going to go.
I'm gonna start it back over. Let me start it back over. That's me trying to turn up the volume. I hit the wrong button. Here we go.
In Mexico, digital currency just announced today. We heard in the last probably 45 days they didn't want American dollars in Mexico anymore. If you were going to go, they're trying to pass a bill that if you go to vacation in Mexico, you only deal in pesos. So you have to exchange your currency for their currency. We heard in the last 45 days that there's a bill that's been presented. You can't make fun of any political people, including the president. We are now waiting on her. We went full biometrics. They said it was voluntary, and it's not. It's being asked for at airports and other official offices. If you want to get any benefits from Mexico, you got to give your iris, your eyeball, along with the fingerprints. It's being mandated. The last thing they need to do is a digital passport. That's where they're going.
You see that? See, so, you know, hey, the problem, we really, all this stuff right here is common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? On the World Wide Web, the internet. What she talking about, you know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't create the internet. All this knowledge is upon it. You know what I'm saying? We seeing right now that, man, it's not going to be no more vain domination very soon. The Lord is going to make it plain. We're going to know, people are going to know exactly what time we living in. And a lot of people already know. You know what I'm saying? When you go to Joel chapter 2, you know, Lord is pouring out his spirit on all flesh. People are having dreams, they're having vision. You know what I'm saying? This digital ID, having dreams about the MOTB. This lady I seen on the beloved brother GMS, the Hofer Elect 3, where this lady had a dream whereby she was seeing that, you know, her two uncles were driving, and said that she looked out the window, she seen a huge moon. Then she seen 3 moons. Then after that, she started seeing a lot of missiles falling out of the sky, destroying everything in the sight. And also she said she seen a woman get shot in the face and in the chest. A lot of people was crying, and then she was looking all around, she seen all that destruction, and then she woke up out of the dream. So Lord is constantly warning, you know what I'm saying, left and right, you know what I'm saying? We're here, it's at the door. These things are happening right before our eyes. We are here, man. Man, we constantly warning you left and right, man. These things are happening at a major, man, I'm telling you, man, these things, man, we so very excited. So we seeing that the Lord, I probably wind up getting that. Hey, man, it's high time to wake out of sleep. Let's get that right quick. I quoted, matter we get it. And the signs of the times are here. The, you know, son and appointed of the time are here right before our eyes. Man, I'm telling you, man, we're so very close, man. We so very excited, man. We so very excited, man. And also, they made a major move with that penny. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that penny is going to cause a domino effect. It's going to cause a hyperinflation. You know what I'm saying? It's going to speed up the process to what? A digital, cashless society. Men of the Lord constantly warn you left and right. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that right quick. Then we'll get one. We'll get two more, and we'll close out. Let's go here to 2 Corinthians. There's a lot of other scriptures I can bring out, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it plain so you can get it. We ain't got to be deep. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said make it plain, the way you can understand it. That's what we're doing. You know, the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly making it plain. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you know, it's not going to be no excuse when the Lord show up and return and bring forth the destruction. You can't say that you didn't know this, you didn't know that. The Lord put the prophets in place. The Lord said this gospel shall be preached throughout the entire world, then shall the end come. No excuse. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, 2 Corinthians, verse 2 and verse 11, it said, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So right now we know that the physical counterpart of Satan is the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual demon Satan, you know what I'm saying? Do the bidding of spiritual demon Satan. It's the modern day so-called white man, not white, red. You know, he's doing the bidding of him left and right. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. And one thing about it, we're not ignorant of his device. Who is that? The prophets. You know what I'm saying? The true believers of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're not ignorant, you know what I'm saying, of his, we're not ignorant of his device. We're not ignorant of his plan, of his scheme. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get an advantage over us. So we're seeing right now, he's slowly, but surely bringing in this new system, this new digital infrastructure that's going to become with that, that grain of rice. All road leads to that grain of rice. And the vice goes into this man's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Goes into his plot, his scheme, his plan, his agenda. That's what we're constantly warning you about. Left and right. It's here. It is at the door, man. I'm telling you, man. The Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. And we constantly warning you left and right. Let's get Revelation chapter 13, because this is where we at right now. And you're going into this digital infrastructure. Let's go here to, straight to the point. Let's go here to Revelation chapter 13. Let's go here to verse 16. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, the charagma, in their right hand or in their forehead. You know, that grain of rice, RV microchip, also Elon Musk, that Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? These things right here, already here, this is common knowledge. Stop acting like your ass is stupid and crazy, like you don't know what the hell is going on. It's all over the internet. Google it, it's there. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking out the side of our neck. This is common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, I'm speaking to these unbelievers. That's who I'm speaking to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking to the elect, because we get it. You know what I'm saying? And it says here, once again, and he causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark, the charagma, in their right hand or in their forehead. So one thing about it is where we at right now. That's what we constantly seeing right before our eyes. Putting in this new digital infrastructure right before our eyes. We're seeing right now, Apple has started this new digital ID through this ID wallet. They're introducing it, you know, at these airports, you know, in different other places. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's coming down to a restriction. You will not be able to, you know what I'm saying, go into another city. We're coming up on this time, dealing with your biometrics, dealing with face recognition, dealing with face and palm recognition. All these things are coming into play. AI, transhumanism, you know what I'm saying, the man and machine together to make you what? An internet of body. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you know you got to be a part of this system. You know what I'm saying? You will not be able to buy or sell if you're not being a part of this system, this new technology that they're putting into place, this fourth industrial revolution. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be dealing with AI. It's going to be dealing with robotics. And also it's going to be dealing with that microchip that shall go into your right hand or your forehead. We're here. It is at the door. That digital ID is the first step closer to making you a petrol slave, to making you giving you that badge of servitude, that digital all. Verse 18. So here's wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 600, 6. Kai-stai stick. You know what I'm saying? It's going into what that brand of servitude. You know what I'm saying? Going into that, you know, who you serve, who your master is. You're going to serve Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. You're going to serve the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks, and his system. You know what I'm saying? This broken reed. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, a lot of our people, you know, they're going to get tracked and tagged, and they're going to be under surveillance. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They're going to try to save their life, but they're going to lose their life. Even these scoffers and mockers, even the lady that was on here a while ago talking about you can't do this or you can't read or talking just scoffing and mocking, guess what? You're going to take the mark. The Lord going to make sure that you're going to take the mark, and He's going to unalive your ass. And we cannot wait, man. We're seeing right now the Lord's doing a mighty work. We're seeing right now that Jacob's trouble is out the door. We're seeing World War III is here. We're seeing that we're in the transition of power. Esau at the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of his follow. You know what I'm saying? We are very close. The signs of the times are here, and also to what the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem. I wish I had this fast approach to see how long we done went. So let's go here. Let's go here and get this last one here. Shalom to everyone on the comment board. Shalom. I'm going to go to the comment board too in a minute. Yeah, shalom, shalom. That's right. Shalom. That's what I'm talking about. True believers are showing up on the scene. So let's go here. Let's go to Acts. Let's go to Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1, we're going to get out of here. Acts chapter 1, I started at verse 6. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord, you know what I'm saying? When the Lord got ready to return, He left instruction to His disciples. You know, the same way the Lord left, the same way He will return in that what? In that fathership. The Lord's getting ready to come back with great glory and great power and set everything back into order. Let's go here. Acts chapter 1, verse 6 said, So when they therefore were come together, they asked of Him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? So right then they was thinking that, you know, Lord, you gonna restore us now? You know, you gonna put us back in our first estate now? But the Lord told them this. He said, verse 7, he said, and He said unto them, say, it is not for you to know the times and the season, said, which the Father hath put in His power. Let's read this once again. It says here, verse 7, it said, and He said unto them, said, it is not for you to know the times or the season which the Father has put in His own power. So one thing about it, you know, only the Most High, the great King that sits on the throne, He knows when the Lord is going to return. He's going to give him the green light, and the Lord is going to leap off the throne and come deliver His son and His daughters from the east and from the west. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, the Lord is getting ready to return. A lot of people, hey, keep playing game. Verse 8, it said, but ye shall receive power. So after that, the Holy Ghost is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria. They say, and into the uttermost parts of the earth. The uttermost parts of the earth is what? America. Babylon the Great. We are here today. You know what I'm saying? The prophets are here. Whether you believe, whether you were here or whether you will forbear. We're prophesying right now. We're prophesying, telling you that repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Let's get the rest of this. It said, verse 9. It said, and when He had spoken these things, while they beheld, He was taken up in a cloud, a UFO, a UAP, or a chariot of the Most High. It said, received Him out of their sight. So that's the way the Lord is going to return. He's going to return in that cloud. You know what I'm saying? When you go to what? Revelation chapter, we get that in a minute. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, I come with clouds. You know what I'm saying? And every eye shall see me. You know what I'm saying? So that, hey, the Lord's getting ready to return. We're cussing on you. He said, let's read it once again. Acts chapter 1 and verse 9, it said, and when I have spoken these things, while they beheld, He was taken up in a cloud received Him out of their sight. Verse 10, and while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as He went up, behold, two men stood by them with white apparel. Verse 11 said, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up unto heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you unto heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen Him go into heaven. So the Lord is going to return the same way He left. You know what I'm saying? That fathership. That's why the Lord said, look for the brightness of my coming. The Lord is getting ready to return. So let's close out Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Let's back it up a little bit more. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. So the Lord's getting ready to return. You know, set everything back in order. We already know when you go to Joel chapter 3, the Lord's getting ready to, you know, judge these heathen. You know what I'm saying? They're proclaiming war. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is causing these things to happen. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to bring forth the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. Let's go here to verse 7. We'll close out. It says here, it said, behold, He cometh with clouds, You know, the UFO, the fathership, what they even call UFO or UAP. But we know it's the chariot of the Most High, that fathership. They said, you know, what they call three-eyed Atlas. You know what I'm saying? We know that the Lord is getting ready to return. We're going to find out about these three-eyed Atlas very soon. But we know that the Lord's causing a lot of things to happen. We ain't giving a damn about no blue beam projects or whatever. But the Lord is going to show up, and you're going to know that it's going to be the Lord very soon. There ain't going to be no more vain divination, no more deceits and lies. The Lord's going to show up, and your ass going to know that the Lord is upon us. You're going to see the Lord. You know, well, some people will see the Lord. You know, it's not all. Salakia. Let's read this once again. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7 said, it said, behold, said, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, said, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Say, even so, amen. So one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? So every eye shall see him, even the one that pierced him. You know, it's going back to the Roman soul. You got to go into a reincarnation. But we know that everyone will see the Lord. Let me get that, set the record straight on that. Everyone will see the Lord. If you got to unalive when you say, you still got to go in the judgment seat of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. So you know what I'm saying? So everyone is going to see the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Whether you see him, you know what I'm saying, when he returns, or you see him when you got unalive and went in front of the judgment seat. You're going to see the Lord one way or the other. So that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Verse 8, it said, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, says the Lord, which is, which was, and which is to come, the Almighty Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Saying, the Lord's getting ready to return. We're here, man. It's like the door, man. These things are happening right before. Let's go to the comment board, see what I got on the comment board, then we're going to close out. Let's go to the comment board right quick. See what I got here on the comment board. It says here, got Issachar serving. He got here Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. It says here, it said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt not know priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, and I will also forget thy children. So that's exactly what's going to happen. The Lord's going to, reject you. The Lord is going to cast you out and out of darkness into that lake of fire, because you know what I'm saying, you had a lack of knowledge. You rejected the men of the Lord. You constantly being despised to this day. And the Lord's going to destroy a lot of peoples, man. That's where we at right now. See what else we got here. Shalom to the time of the end is near. Shalom to you, brother. Who else we got over here? You know, so I got a new tablet. It's kind of hard to see these. It's writing kind of small. Issachar 7. Okay. That's right. Yeah, they need to shut the hell up. That's right. Hey, so we seeing right now that we're here. We're saying it's high time to wake out of sleep. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. See what that old boy got. Okay, he said shalom. Okay. And one thing about it's high time to wake out of sleep. We know that we hear the signs of the time are here. You know, it's high time to wake out of sleep. The Lord, these prophecies are speaking loud and clear. Let's get one more before we close out. Let's go here. The Spirit leading me right here. Let's close out with this one here. It's another one I want to get. Let's go here to Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. We close out here. It says here, make no terror to turn to the Lord. Put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Verse 8, set not thy heart or your mind upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. So that's plain and simple right now. You know, put not off from day to day. It's time to seek the Lord right now, because we're running out of time. These prophecies are speaking loud and clear, and the Lord is getting ready to return. Our salvation is at the door. So I'm going to face the east. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rikak Kodash. And double honors to those great millstones, while earth is true. And also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom, DTA Abba Ball. Keep pushing, keep believing, and the Lord's going to do the rest. Shalom.